Hello, this is Absol, and unless you haven't been on the internet at all today, new Pokemon games were announced. X and Y versions. There are new starters, new lands, and new adventures that await. Personally, I think I'm going with X version and the water starter Froakie. I'm actually, however, not going to really talk about what I think is going to be in the game. Rather, I would like to talk about the basis of the games, and what may happen next in the series. I'd really like to discuss some interesting observations about the location of the game, and the possibility of the third game in the series. Yes, already. First, there is plenty of evidence that points to the location of this game to Paris, France in particular, similar to how Black and White were based off of New York City. If you watch the reveal trailer, Pikachu is standing on top of a tower when it sends out electrical shock. So, very similar to the Eiffel Tower in the kind of split second where it appears. Then, on the zoom out of the world, the thunder source is definitely in Europe, near France. There's definitely more evidence to back this as well. Junichi Masuda, sorry if I butcher the pronunciation, recently updated his profile picture on Twitter with the Eiffel Tower coincidentally. It is interesting to note that he traveled to New York City and got inspiration for Black and White, so it is very likely he did the same thing with Paris in this game, or these games. It is even more evident in the screenshots. The palace in this picture is remarkably similar to Versailles, a very famous place in France near Paris, and the Golurk statue has a striking resemblance to another statue located outside of Versailles. And in this screenshot, there is a very recognizable tower in the background. Now I'd like to discuss the future of the series after this. The names X and Y are really interesting. They're similar to the coordinate plane, aka the two dimensions, X and Y, that you probably saw in geometry. These games are on the 3DS, meaning that the 3DS has a third dimension, depth, known as Z, making Pokemon Z a possibility. However, the Japanese logos point out another possibility. These little things look like double alpha helixes, aka DNA strands. So it's also very possible that there could be two sequels named after the male and female chromosomes, XY and XX. Well, this is basically all I have right now, and I may post more as these games develop, so stay tuned.